Hello everyone, my name's Jalise. This is a JJ Movie TV Game Reviews, everybody. And right now, what I'm going to do a special edition of my review. It's called God's Not Dead movie review. Now, there are going to be some spoilers in this, so if you have not seen the movie, do not watch this video. But let me just start it off like this without spoiling anything. Is this a good film? Here's the thing. If you're into Christianity, and this is a film that you're going to get, God's Not Dead is basically a film that promotes Christianity, promotes the idea of believing in God. There is no big debate with an atheist teacher or a student of total Christianity. There's no really great debate in this one. It doesn't give you a greater aspect of both sides. No, it does not. It's a full promotion for the God, for the believing in God and all that stuff. So if you wanted to see that in a Christian film, if you want to see a Christian, just say his debate over an atheist and how an atheist later will convert to God. Yes, he will convert. And here's the thing. Also, for if you go on to Netflix right now, if you look up God's Not Dead, if you just look it up the screen, they kind of spoil the entire scene with just one picture of Kevin Sorbo's character, the teacher, flying in the air. Yeah, the ending's already spoiled for you, and sorry if I spoiled it for you, but yeah, this is really just for people who have seen the movie and if want to see the movie. And for the most part, it's 8 out of 10 for me, just because here's the thing. This is who I am. I am a Christian. I do believe in God. I do believe in that. I respect both the atheist ways, because I do believe there's a lot of logic to that. But I also believe there's a lot of logic towards God. Here's the thing. I have a cross right here. I'm Orthodox and Pentecostal Christian. My father's Orthodox and my mother's Pentecostal. And no, I'm not the type of guy that goes to church every single day and goes, oh my Lord, Lord. No, I'm not like that. I'm not the most devoted Christian at all. But for this film, I have there's a lot of flaws with this film just because it has such a big stereotypes. There's a lot of freaking stereotypes. For one, the atheists, when most Christian people think of atheist people, they think of like rude, obnoxious people that don't just hate God and all that stuff. And for the most part in the stereotype movie, that's what they just did. It's a very stereotypable movie. And here's the thing. If this actually happened to this person, the student who actually had to go through this stuff with with his girlfriend who dumped him because he debated about it, his parents who did not want him to believe in this, and the teacher that was on him like this, then I feel sorry for that person. I really do. But if not, then this was a very stereotypical movie. It's like everything has to be against this one Christian student. Everything must hold against everyone. Then he must come back and prove everyone wrong at the end of the day. And I did not like that. What I wanted for God's Not Dead was God's Not Dead ? I wanted God's Not Dead ? Because I wanted to see an actual debate. I want to see a stereotypical Christian man, student, who's basically being uncivilized. He's, you don't believe in God and all that stuff. You're going to hell. I want a stereotypical Christian one, and I also want a stereotypical atheist man. I wanted to debate about that. Then later on, they see them struggle with, or God is truly dead, or God exists, or what did God exist or not. And I want to see that debate that in the entire film with open discussion and open debate. Now, they did not do that, and I say there was a lot of flaws to that. Also, this movie's way too long than it should have been. For instance, they focus on a lot of things. For instance, there's this Muslim woman who's later is converting to Christianity, and the father beats her up for that. And the problem, it kind of doesn't make sense because in the beginning, he wants his daughter to wear that thing because he wants her to believe that most Americans don't believe in God and all that stuff, and not how they should worship him. And basically, the entire thing of the Muslim thing of converting to Christianity is not a big deal, and it doesn't relate to the story of God's Not Dead because she's just moving to another religion, another God. It's Allah to God. That's the only difference. Her father believes in Allah, and she believes in God. She converts to Christianity. It's God's. The debate of the entire scenes with them is not really God's Not Dead. It didn't leave that question mark. It just left to, I'm going to another God, or I believe in this type of religion. It's not about whether God exists. It's just a different religion. So I think that point was not really needed. There was this one Asian dude debating with his father overseas about whether God exists or not, which was to me kind of pointless. Also, like I said, the stereotypical Kevin Sorbo, the actor, his teacher was just so mean and aggressive, and it's just so very stereotypical. The movie's a very stereotypical Christian promoting, and it's just really all about that. What I wanted was a great debate of both faiths, of both the atheist faith and both the Christian faith, how they intertwine with one another, and how even both Christians and atheists have doubts in their own beliefs. And to make something a greater movie. That would have been a great movie. God's Not Dead, question mark. And maybe leave something off at the end of the film with someone suffering in another place and they look to the sky and maybe there is hope. So it leaves a question mark, God's not dead, and then the audience decides whether God exists or not. That would have been a beautiful film. But to me, there's way too much stereotypical stuff for promoting it. I almost didn't like this film because of how stereotypical it was. I mean, but there are three scenes that really just got to me. That really debated a lot. For instance, there was this one man who was talking about how I'm the meanest person in the world, and his mother, who has dementia, is the nicest person, and he has everything in his perfect in his life. And the mother tells him basically like this: sometimes the devil wants us to have you a comfortable jail cell or room, so you won't seek out God, or his struggle in life, so you won't seek out or you won't ask for God for anything in life. And which I find a very great thing about that. I thought that was a great thing for the pro-Christian thing, and I thought it made a lot of sense. Also, for the one, the pro-Christian thing, it's like Kevin Sorbo admits that his character basically hates God. But the student realizes this: how could you hate something that you don't believe exists? Which is a brilliant piece right there. That is excellent right there. Also, what I love about Kevin Sorbo's atheist debate right there was when the student asked him, why do you hate God? Well, he said basically, when I was 12 years old and my mother was dying of cancer and she prayed to him every single day, and in a moment of weakness and like all stuff, he failed us. Here and in his right here, that's a God. Most atheists were most atheists were the strongest Christians, and that a God that does this to people, that is a God that doesn't deserve to be worshipped. And I thought that was a great point for the atheist side. So I thought there was a lot of great points they could have had. There's a great point for atheist side and a great point for Christian side. And if only they were able to do that and not make a pro-Christian movie. And that really ticked me off of what this film could have been. This film could have been something to respect on both sides and really leaves the question, is God's not dead? But question mark. I would love that. But to me, it's for the promoting the Christian faith, congratulations. It's a good film, but nothing what it could have been a classic or a film that could have been debated about for a very, very freaking long time in the movie industry, in my opinion. And not just the movie industry, religious faith industry. But again, the Christian faith, but the atheists in a negative respect. And I'm a Christian. I believe in a Christian way, but still, in my opinion, this film could have been a lot better than what it was. But it did what it did, and it gives an 8 out of 10. If you want to do 4 stars out of this, out of 4 stars, I'll give it a 3 out of 4 in that cases. But for what it could have been, there's a lot of promising stuff that they could have had, which they did not. And what you see is what you get of this film. It's a Christian promoting film. Alright, everyone. That's God's Not Dead review. Hopefully, you all enjoyed this review. Subscribe if you like, discript now. Leave the comments down below about what you think about this film specifically, because I really just want to know. I like religious debates. I love this. I'll respect yours if you respect mine. Please don't be insulting. Please don't be like a stereotypical Christian or a stereotypical atheist. Please, be civilized. Let's all be civilized. As human beings for one another to one another, let's at least respect one another. Alright, everyone, I'm Jalise signing off. You have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye.